The first thing I noticed about the planet Lyrics 9 wasn't the sky, though it shimmered with ribbons of violet light, but the silence. Not the peaceful kind. The heavy, watchful kind. Like the world itself was holding its breath. I was the only human within 5 light years. That had been made painfully clear the moment my transport docked. The Lyrixian High Council had summoned me as a cultural observer, but the truth was simpler. Earth was insignificant, and I was expendable. If something went wrong, no one would miss me. As I stepped onto the crystalline platform, dozens of Lyrixians watched from behind translucent veils. Tall, silver-skinned, their eyes glowed faintly like dying stars. To them, I was fragile.
Temporary.
Except for her. She stood apart from the others, unmasked. Her skin was a soft luminescent blue, her hair flowing like liquid starlight down her shoulders. Her eyes, deep, dark, endlessly curious, locked onto mine with an intensity that made my pulse stutter. That was the moment everything changed. "She is watching you," my escort whispered through the translator implant. "Do not meet her gaze." Too late. She walked toward me, each step deliberate, controlled. The council murmured nervously. Even my escort stiffened. She stopped inches from me. "So," she said, her voice low and melodic, translated perfectly into my mind. "This is what humanity looks like." I swallowed. "I guess so." A flicker of amusement crossed her face. "I am Eralis, keeper of the inner archives," she said. "And you're different from what I expected." Before I could respond, she reached out, slowly, carefully, and touched my wrist. The contact sent a shock through my entire body. Her eyes widened. "Human," she whispered. Not as an insult, as a revelation. Middle. From that moment on, Eralis insisted on guiding me herself. The council objected, of course. A keeper was not meant to interact with offworlders, especially not humans, especially not alone. But she overruled them with a single word: necessary. She showed me Lyrics 9 from angles no outsider had ever seen. The floating cities tethered by beams of light, the memory rivers where past events replayed themselves in shimmering echoes, the archives, vast chambers carved into living crystal, storing the knowledge of extinct civilizations. Yet every place we visited, I felt it. The stares, the whispers.
Fear.
Not of me, of her. "You're important here," I said one cycle as we walked beneath the triple moons. "More than you let on." She stopped walking. "I am important because I am dangerous," she replied. I turned to face her. "Dangerous how?" Her gaze drifted to the sky. "Lyrixians do not lie, human. We omit. We soften. We forget. But secrets rot us from the inside." She stepped closer. Closer than before. "Do you know why your species unsettles us?" I shook my head. "Because humans feel too much," she said. "And you survive because of it." Over the next cycles, I noticed strange things. The council meetings grew tense whenever Eralis spoke. Guards followed us discreetly. Some Lyrixians bowed to her. Others recoiled. And sometimes, only sometimes, I saw pain flash across her face, as though she were holding something back. The truth came to me not through words, but through instinct. One night, while studying an ancient star map, I felt her presence behind me. She didn't announce herself. She simply said, "Your heart rate increases when I am near." I turned. "Your pupils dilate too." That made her smile, a real one. She stepped closer. The air between us seemed to hum. "You are unafraid," she said. "I don't know enough to be afraid," I replied. She reached out and took my hand. Then she pulled me closer. The moment our foreheads touched, the world vanished. The secret. Her memories flooded into me. I saw ancient lyrics, before the councils, before the rules. A species capable of becoming something else when threatened. Of shifting, evolving, rewriting themselves at a genetic level. I saw wars that erased stars. And I saw her. Eralis wasn't just a keeper. She was the last true Lyrixian. A living failsafe. A biological weapon. If our species faces extinction, her voice echoed inside my mind, I will awaken. I will become what is needed to survive, even if it means destroying everything else. I staggered back, breaking the connection. You're a weapon, I whispered. No, she said softly. I am a choice. Her eyes searched my face desperately. And now you know why I pulled you here. Why me? I asked. Why a human? Because humans are unpredictable, she said. Because you adapt without rewriting yourselves. Because you feel and still choose mercy. The council learned of our bond within hours. Alarms echoed through the city. Guards surrounded us. The sky darkened as defense grids activated. The high speaker's voice boomed across the plaza. Eralis has violated protocol. The human must be removed. The failsafe must be sealed. Eralis stepped in front of me. No, she said. If you seal me now, you doom us all. You are compromised, the speaker replied. By emotion. She turned to me one last time. If they take me, she said, I will be erased. And when the next extinction comes, there will be nothing left to save them. I clenched my fists. Then don't let them take you. She smiled sadly. This is where humans surprise us. Ending.
The choice was mine.
Not hers. Not the council's.
Mine.
I stepped forward, placing myself between Eralis and the guards. I invoke Earth's diplomatic right of shared consciousness, I said, praying the council wouldn't call my bluff. Any being who has formed a mutual neural bond with a human is protected under interspecies preservation law. The plaza went silent. The council members exchanged rapid pulses of light, silent communication. Finally, the high speaker spoke. You would bind her fate to yours? I looked at Eralis. Her eyes were wide, not with fear, but with hope. Yes, I said, because she's not your weapon. She's your future. The silence stretched. Then, slowly, the defense grids powered down. The guards retreated. The council had made its decision. Eralis exhaled, her shoulders trembling. For the first time, she looked relieved. Cycles later, Earth and Lyrics, 9 signed an unprecedented treaty. Eralis was no longer a failsafe. She became an ambassador, bridging two species through understanding rather than fear. As for me, I stayed. Not because Earth asked me to, because she did. One night, beneath the violet sky, she leaned into me again. You changed everything, she said softly. No, I replied. You did. I just chose to stand with you. She smiled and rested her head against my chest, listening to my heartbeat. Human, she whispered. Your species has a secret too. What's that? She looked up at me, eyes glowing warmly. You don't conquer the universe by force. She pulled me closer. You do it by connection. And for the first time since leaving Earth, I knew I wasn't alone in the stars.